What is going on, everyone? The Houston Texans just defeated the New England Patriots 20-9, and it is the first win under new head coach D'Amico Ryans. It is the preseason, though, but it feels good to talk about a W here in H-Town. The defense was the star of the show. We have to discuss rookie quarterback CJ Stroud. But before we do, welcome everyone to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calavillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content, and I am at every single open training camp practice that the Houston Texans have available to the public. So make sure you guys are following me on my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for the latest Houston Texans news, rumors, and updates. And if you are new here to the channel, welcome. I drop daily Houston Texans content. We just hit 7K subscribers, trying to get to 10K by the end of the season. I would not be where I am today if it isn't without you guys. Now, leading up to tonight's preseason game, I have to say, this was one of the most anticipated preseason games since Deshaun Watson. We were so excited to see head coach D'Amico Ryans, rookie quarterback CJ Stroud, Will Anderson Jr. and Tank Dell. All those people had a moment in tonight's game. But we first have to talk about the second overall pick, CJ Stroud. Now, I give him a C+ because he definitely threw that ugly interception on 3rd and long, was trying to make a play. Should have took the easy gimme, which was tight end Dalton Schultz. It would have been 78 yards, punted, lived to see another play. But CJ Stroud threw the interception there. One nice play from him was on his first snap, threw it to number 12 wide receiver Nico Collins for almost a first down. Is this your quarterback one, wide receiver one combo of the future? But I definitely need to see more from the second overall pick. It left a bad taste in my mouth with the interception. Do we see more against the Miami Dolphins? More than a quarter, maybe a half? CJ Stroud definitely needs to put a couple of drives together against another team because he's looked good so far in training camp, but you want to see CJ Stroud end on a high note. Davis Mills looked good in my opinion. Yes, Tank Dell told him to bring the ball up a little bit, but Davis Mills, he was the quarterback that gave you the go-ahead touchdown. And after today's game, there is no conversation who your number one wide receiver is. It is number 13, Tank Dell. Didn't show out with CJ Stroud. That's okay. Absolutely bought out was Davis Mills. He was Davis Mills' number one option. Had that acrobatic touchdown right before the half. Dropped the ball, however, locked his eyes on it and make sure the rest of this body wasn't touching out of bounds. That's the kind of plays that he made with the University of Houston Cougars. Man, Tank Dell was going to be nasty here in H-Town, guys. He definitely put on a show. Now, question. Do you play him the rest of the preseason against the Dolphins and the Saints? Honestly, you don't need to. I need to see more from these wide receivers. Xavier Hutchinson had some plays. But after a day like today, rookie wide receiver Tank Dell, you have to have some conversations. Is this your number one wide receiver? Now, as we move to the rest of the offense performance, I think the starting O-line was atrocious. There was no Laremy Tunsil, no Shaq Mason, no Titus Howard, and it showed. A couple of days ago, ESPN reporter DJ Benjamin said that whenever the starting offensive line is out, you could see the drop-off in performance from the ones and the twos, and rookie quarterback CJ Stroud was running for his life. With that being said, CJ Stroud has to get used to that. He is not going to have the best O-line in college like what he had the past couple of years at Ohio State. CJ Stroud definitely needs to get accustomed to being on the move, being under pressure. That's why I wish he would have had a couple more series, man. But it was also raining today. And of course, you are going up against the New England Patriots. With the running backs, Devin Singletary looked good. Xavier Holiday looked good. Mike Boone looked really good. I need to see more from this running back group. With the wide receivers, I know it was Tank Dell's show, but number 19, Xavier Hutchinson's definitely made some play. And I don't think we see Tank Dell no more during this preseason. After a very solid day like today, you can rest him. I expected Xavier Hutchinson or one of these wide receivers to ball out the last couple of weeks in preseason. Now, switching to the defensive side for the Houston Texans, it was everything as advertised. The swarm mentality the head coach D'Amico Ryans has been preaching since he has been hired, it showed today. It wasn't just one Houston Texans making a tackle. It was 10, 11 of them. This defense, you could honestly say, didn't have a single bad play. They didn't make any tackles at all, or if they did, it was one or two. But this defense was very sound. Will Anderson Jr. is going to be special. At one point, he was getting double teamed after a tackle for loss and a almost sack where he was right in the quarterback's face, and he was somehow able to get the ball out. Will Anderson Jr. is going to be very special. Denzel Perryman got a sack. This linebacker core continues to show out under new head coach DeMeco Ryans. Overall, man, this was a solid victory for the Houston Texans, and I will have more tomorrow with Hardy, so make sure you guys are following us on Believe in the Houston Texans at @TheLead_Houston. You could also find me 713 Houston Sports. It was a great win for head coach DeMeco Ryans. I cannot wait for more. For more Houston Texans content, feel free to follow me for more. Go H-Town. You guys have a very blessed day.